What is going on, people? It is Jada Black here. Now, the Lori Loughlin situation, people wanted me to speak on it when it first broke about how her and other particular parents, white to be exact, who were paying to have their kids enrolled in these schools. And apparently her daughter wasn't even attending classes. And this was an ongoing thing for quite some time. And now they're dealing with the ramifications of trying to pay your daughter's way into school. You know? Now I want to talk about Kim K. Apparently, she is rejecting privilege. She is rejecting the rich white privilege that a lot of pro-blacks claim that she and others have. Even though she will identify as Armenian, people will still say she's white. Okay. Now, according to the blast, she says, I would never want to use privilege to get kids into school. Now, this article is a couple days old, but we're still going to look at it. All right. Now, according to this, Kim Kardashian is speaking out about the college admission scandal, saying she never abused her privilege to get her kids accepted to a university. The Keeping Up with the Kardashian star sat down with CNN's Van Jones for an interview and said she doesn't agree with the antics pulled by parents like Lori Loughlin and Felicity Huffman, who are accused of fraud as reportedly paying their children's way into high-profile schools. Okay? If they couldn't get into school, if they couldn't get into a school, I would never want to use privilege to try to force them into a situation that they wouldn't thrive in anyway, Kardashian says in a yet to be aired clip obtained by E! News. Let me just say this. If you feel like your kids are not going to be able to keep up academically, you should really direct them in a situation, either get them tutors or really speak to them and ask them, is this the route you want to go? Because if you look at the situation with Lori Loughlin's daughter and some of the others in the situation, they didn't really take it seriously. They didn't have to earn it. I think that financial privilege was at play, but I want y'all to understand something about me. I am not a liberal. Well, I'm sort of a liberal. I'm more of a socially liberal, but I'm not one of these far left liberals. I don't feel like everything is the white man's fault. Okay. I feel like we should have personal accountability. Okay. Do I believe Kim K? I wouldn't really say I do as far as that is concerned, because we all know if Kim K had to, pull out some money and basically help financially her children, she's going to do it. We know this. But she may not do it in a blatant way. She may not do it in a way that's going to make her look bad, that's going to get her indicted. That's what I see is not appropriate. The reality star adds she just wants her kids to be good people. Of course, all parents do. I want my kids to be as grounded as possible. Well, it's kind of hard to do that when you have cameras in your face 24/7 and when you're putting your kids out there on social media, Kim. Let your kids be kids. Don't try to rush to raise your kids up. You don't want to do that, because then those kids are going to think they're grown, and then they're going to start disobeying you and doing whatever else they want to do. Okay? Also says to buy your way into something just wouldn't benefit anybody, she tells Jones. Kardashian also states she hopes she's setting a good example for her children by always reaching for goals like studying to become a lawyer. Yes, Kim K is studying to be a lawyer. Y'all know that she's been helping black people get out of jail, unlike some of these pro-wacks on social media who do nothing but talk. Like your Roland Martins, all they do is go live every single day, all day, and they ain't trying to get nobody out of jail. They just peddling the narrative of the DNC, continuing to defend whatever the DNC puts out there. Okay. who, by the way, don't care about reparations, but that's a whole nother subject. Having my kids, seeing me studying, leaving, and going to an office for a few days a week, studying all the time, coming home. I have my backpack. They have their backpack. Them seeing that I have this filming career and having makeup samples tested all on my arm while I'm trying to read my flashcards. That's keeping busy, you know. I would never call Kim K lazy. I don't think any of Kris Jenner's kids are lazy. Well, you could put Rob. Rob is probably the only one who really can't keep up. But the girls, none of them are lazy. They have social lives. They're out making money. They out, stealing black men from black women. They taking good black men from the sisters. According to y'all saying that, not me. Y'all saying that. Y'all saying that. But, she says she got a backpack. She got books. Come on, Kim. We know you got tutors. We got people who are helping you. Not necessarily doing the work for you, but they helping you. But be that as it may, women love school. Women love the process of going to school and doing all the studying, man. Women love that shit. They really do. So I wouldn't doubt that she's doing this. Because, a lot of women like the process of school, I don't care how much of a slower women were in high school or college. They still got their books, together. They still was making good grades. So, let's see. I hope they get inspired to know that they can put in hard work. And even though I'm in my late 30s and just finishing college, it's never too late, and there really is no easy way out, she tells Jones. Let me just say this, though, about successful people. Any self-made millionaire or billionaire is going to tell you that, you can't be lazy. You got to work hard all the time. You have to manage your money. There's a lot of rich people out here who aren't, most of the time they're non-black. You wouldn't even know that they're rich. They may drive a pickup truck. They may drive a Prius, just a regular vehicle, a Toyota, whatever. But you never know they live in a huge house, okay? They own businesses. They make a ton of money. But you wouldn't know it because they're very low key. And they like to remind themselves every day that they still have to work even harder. Now, Kim K lives a different lifestyle. She lives a lifestyle of a privileged woman, and she has enjoyed that privilege. So, and also, again, she's filming a reality show. She's constantly, she's in the spotlight in the media. But Kim K has to understand that what you're saying is good now, but the Kim K of 5 years ago was all about the spotlight, was all about living in luxury. But again, these women ain't lazy. Say whatever you want about Kim K. She's not a lazy chick. Okay? Whenever there's money to be made, Kris Jenner's gonna make sure she is there to get it. Okay? But I will say this though, Kim K loves the spotlight. She loves the spotlight. She loves to have that attention. So her saying this to me seems like a new mature perspective, because now she has multiple children. She's been married for a little while, and I think that she sees her time as being the number one, most followed, most sought after female in the entertainment industry. And even in her own family, she knows that that's winding down, that Kylie Jenner is basically going to be stepping in and taking the mantle for the Kardashian Jenners. And maybe she has matured. It seems like it to me, seems like she's maturing more and more every day, which is actually good. But hopefully she is practicing what she's preaching. Hopefully she raised those kids to not be like her. Because she does, since she has a daughter. So hopefully she's raising that daughter to not be like her. to not have to put, tapes of yourself out there, to not be chasing behind pro athletes and rappers, But the thing is about privilege, man, like, I can understand if you come from a community, let's say the white community, Jewish community, the Asian community. Those communities have a lot of wealth in it. And when you come from those communities and you go look for a job and the guy who's looking to hire you looks like you, that can be a form of privilege too. But what I have noticed is that when you deal with black people who have who have the potential to hire you, they're not going to be as quick to want to bring you on unless they know you, unless you cool with them or whatnot. Especially black women. Now try to be a black dude, looking to get hired by a black female. That's not, you're going to have issues. You're going to have issues. Okay? Trust me, I know I have experience dealing with black women as far as hiring, HR, whatever. But successful communities have a privilege, and the privilege is they can hire each other. In the black community, we have a bunch of foreigners in our communities. So it's very difficult for us to be able to hire each other in our communities when the foreigners are all in that community, hiring their own. Now, when they run out of relatives to hire, then they'll start hiring you. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll start hiring you. But that's only when they don't run out of relatives that they can hire, So y'all let me know in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts on this video.